Manager tears up black woman's check her husband. It's the bank CEO. Before we dive in this story, hit the comments. Tell us your city or country. Let's see how far this story reaches. If you liked the video, please subscribe. She walked into the bank in heels and a blazer, a check in hand, with a warm smile. But the moment the branch manager saw her, everything changed. He barely glanced at the amount before sneering. This can't be real. Then he tore the check in half. Her heart dropped. The room went quiet. What the manager didn't know was that the man who signed that check wasn't just her husband, he owned the bank. And when he walked through those glass doors minutes later, the manager would learn what real power looks like. Stay to the end. Justice comes fast. Melanie Carter was no stranger to being underestimated. A marketing executive and proud mother of two, she'd built her success quietly, with determination and grace. That morning, she stepped into the downtown branch of the bank her husband had spent decades building. She wore her natural curls confidently and carried a certified check for a six-figure home renovation. It's drawn directly from their joint account. She smiled at the receptionist and waited patiently in line. To her, it was just another errand. The moment she stepped forward and handed the check to the branch manager, his eyes narrowed, his jaw tightened. Instead of verifying it, he questioned her. "Who gave you this?" Snapped, disbelief in every syllable. Melanie kept calm. "My husband," the manager scoffed, muttered something under his breath, and in front of everyone ripped the check in half. She didn't argue. She just stepped aside and made a straightforward call. The bank fell into a stunned silence. A few customers gasped. One woman pulled out her phone, already recording. Melanie didn't raise her voice. She didn't cry. She dialed a number and said 5 words. "You need to come now." Now. 10 minutes later, a sleek black car pulled up outside. The glass doors swung open, and in stepped Christopher Carter, CEO and majority shareholder of the bank chain, in a tailored suit and thunder in his eyes. He locked eyes with the branch manager, who now looked pale and unsure. "Is there a problem with my wife's transaction?" he asked coolly. The manager stammered. "There was, I thought. Check it looked suspicious." "Suspicious?" Christopher stepped closer. "The check you tore up is from a certified account. My wife. Our account." The manager tried to explain, but it was too late. Employees were watching. Customers were filming. Christopher turned to the assistant manager and said, "Escort him out. He no longer works here." The man protested, but the assistant didn't hesitate. As security approached, Christopher gently took Melanie's hand. "Let's get your check reissued." But it wasn't about the money anymore. It was about the audacity to assume that a black woman couldn't possibly belong in that financial space. What they didn't expect was that the man behind her wasn't just a husband. He was also a killer. He was the system they thought she was beneath. The manager was escorted out, red-faced, humiliated, and unemployed customers clapped. One older woman nodded at Melanie and whispered, "About time." Christopher personally handed his wife a freshly printed check and a formal apology letter, but the damage was done, not to Melanie, to the bank's reputation. The video of the torn check went viral online. People saw more than a check, they saw decades of quiet racism playing out in real time. And this time, the woman they tried to dismiss had the last word without ever raising her voice. Because true power doesn't shout. It stands calm while others unravel. Melanie left that bank with more than just a check. She left a message. Within 24 hours, the bank issued a public apology. Corporate training was overhauled. But for many, the image of that ripped check was unforgettable. It wasn't about the money. It was about respect. About assuming someone doesn't belong based on the color of their skin. Melanie didn't need revenge. She already had power. And the next time someone like her walks into a room, they'll be treated with the dignity they deserve. Because racism doesn't always wear a badge or wave a flag. Sometimes it wears a suit and works behind a counter. If you enjoyed this story and found it thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Please share your thoughts. In the comments, take care.